Hello and welcome to stage 2 of the OG racing series. This is on the London Classique course and this is my first go at this stage. So I've been trying to get kind of better and smarter before races. So this one I got on Zwift power ahead of the race and had a look at the rankings of the riders in my category, and I was actually, at the time I checked it, I was the highest ranking rider on it, but there were like 2 or 3 who were kind of ranked really closely to me, and then there were 3 other riders who had much more powerful sprint, like 12 watts per kilo for like 15 seconds. And so I had those kind of names in mind, and I was thinking if there's a chance to thin the herd out a bit and kind of get rid of those riders, then I would take it. So I was thinking if there was going to be a kind of place in the course that would be a good opportunity to do that, to kind of drop some people from the group, I thought this climb would be it. So I'm sure lots of people are kind of pushing here anyway, but I thought, okay, I'm gonna kind of try and contribute here to that. So I'll get on the front and try and push things a bit. And at first, I thought, oh god, like nothing's happening, and no one's going to come in with me, and am I just going to sit on the front and waste energy here? But it does happen. Like, the group does fragment here, so I think we lose like about half of the riders here. And as luck would have it, at least one of those riders that I was worried about is in the group that was on the wrong side of the break. So that kind of worked out pretty good. So we just gone around the hairpin, and I was starting to get a bit concerned that maybe the chase group wasn't like super far away, that maybe they're in striking distance. So there's a couple of points on the map you'll see, like when it kind of does some of these turns here, you just get a kind of glimpse of the chase group, and like you can just see them appearing there. And I thought, oh, maybe like if we don't keep the pace up, maybe they could catch us. So I started to put down a bit of power here to kind of maybe help encourage the pace. And then another guy kind of gets on the front and he pushes the pace a bit, and so I maybe had the same idea, but it actually works out okay. We do manage to stay ahead of the chase group, but they never catch back on. So basically I was worried that the work to drop those faster sprinters on the climb could maybe come to nothing, but thankfully it works out okay. So we're on the last lap now, and you can see it's a bit strung out, and I'm towards the back of this. And in a couple of races I watched over the last 2 days, a few people had made a move at like the 1K mark here. So I did think, oh, I'm not like in the best place. I'm not in the best position if that does happen. So I watched a video by a guy last night called The What Life, and he pointed out that on this hairpin here, if you up the power just for like a second or two, you kind of get, if you do it at the right time around this corner, you get kind of slingshot around it. So I thought I'd try it here to kind of push me back to the front of the group here, and it does seem to work. So look, I put in jump up to like 480 watts something just for like a second, and it pushes me right back to the front. So that was really cool. That got me close enough to the front to see if anything happens. It doesn't actually happen, so it was unnecessary, but it's cool to know about that, just in case something had gone. Okay, we're just coming up to the sprint here, and I'd kind of had it in mind that maybe like 600 meters would be where I'd go from, but I decided not to and just kind of play it a bit safer and play it by ear. I've got this power up that I'd held on to since like the beginning of the ride. I just held on to that, and my plan now was just to kind of essentially kind of go as late as possible and like hold enough power to keep in the wheels of the people that were going, and then slingshot around them at the last possible moment. So there, I'll fire off the arrow, hold the power like not crazy, and then now start to make my move. Basically just time it with the sprint, really, I suppose, the sprint segment. And I managed to get out in front, and I was expecting people to come roaring past me, but I managed to hold it together, so that was really cool. So get a first terrible celebration, get a win on this stage on the first time, which was really cool. I was really happy with that. I did not expect it. I thought this would just be recon today, so yeah, very good result. Very pleased with that. And I was pleased with how I did in that sprint. I don't think that kind of finish I'm very good at normally, but I think today I managed to just do enough to get through it. So that was cool. the user there, Jay Chung, he was one who was kind of ranked like really close to me. So I was expecting him. I was kind of keeping an eye on him basically. I was expecting him to kind of be stiff competition, and sure enough, he's up in the finished 4th now, I think. So strong ride from him. So yeah, I was really happy with the outcome of that, and happy with the way the finish went down. So it gives me a bit of breathing room to have another go at this stage and try something different. So I'll have a go at like maybe making a move at like 1k out or something. But that's for another video. So thanks very much for watching this one, guys, and hopefully see you in the next one.